myself, Ronak Majumdar. I'm from West Bengal. Anyone here from West Bengal? I don't think anyone would be. I never found any student from West Bengal. Okay. So guys, today I will teach you about front-end development, the basics of front-end, and a little touch up on React. So quickly on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you rate yourself on React? 8. Okay, great. Guys, be honest and please type in the chat box. Wow, 8765. Okay, I missed the 4. Okay, okay. Don't worry. It's a session which everyone will be beneficial from. Let's start, okay? So before starting, let's just know each other, okay? So quickly, tell me from which city you are, okay? And if I move to your city or I go to your city to visit something, what is the one food that I need to try over there? Vada pav. Come on. Mumbai has only one dish. Okay. Typical Mumbai dishes. Very good. Okay. So let's start. Okay. Okay, guys. No yes or no for the next half an hour or so. Okay. Type 1 or 0. Okay. Let's talk in binary. 1 for yes and 0 for no. Okay. So uh, let's say it's me. Okay. And I went to a restaurant in Mumbai. Whatever food you want me to try, I want to try. Okay. So what's the usual procedure? If this is the table where I want to sit, I need to move to the table, and then another guy, maybe the waiter or whatever you call, he will come to me and ask for the order, right? Once I place my order, he will not cook the food himself, obviously. He will go back to the kitchen where we will have our chef. Okay, he is our chef. So he will go back to the kitchen to the chef and will ask that, okay, this person has ordered this thing and you need to prepare. Now the chef won't do any magic. He will go to the, let's say, fridge, fetch some foods or vegetables, whatever, and then he will come back to the waiter that, okay, this is the dish you asked for. You can provide it to our customer. So now he will come back to me with the food, whichever I ordered, and I will enjoy my food. Okay. So quickly tell me, is this the procedure or did I miss something? Is this the basic flow? So now can you quickly type in the chat what's the use of this story? What's the use of this entire thing? Everyone knows this, right? Front end, back end. Yeah, good. Anyone else? User API, backend server database API calls. Correct, correct, correct. So in this example, this person, which I called as me, is basically our user, okay, who came to our website. Okay. Now, if that is the scenario, then who is this waiter? What do we call in terms of coding or front end, whatever you say? API, perfect. If this is the API, then who is this kitchen? Server, backend, you can call anything backend or server. So, and what is this fridge from where he fetch the vegetables and everything? TV, correct, our database. So this is the basic system how a website works. This is a very common example which we have seen in our daily life, and this is the very basic thing through which we can understand how our websites work. Now coming to this part, why React is getting more and more popular nowadays. Easy and reusable, dynamic web page. Okay, okay, but you can reuse in any other things as well. In vanilla JavaScript also you can reuse. After ES6 you can import export. That's also possible there. Easy integration with backend. This is same for all the technologies. Everywhere you need to call the API. Easy to learn and implement. Okay. Learning is something which is in your own hands. If you love the technology, you will learn it very fast and you will be able to implement as well. Self-complete stack. No, React is not at all self-complete. It requires a lot of dependencies. Okay, okay. Let me HTML plus CSS, correct, but that's also possible in Angular and Vue.js. Okay. Now, okay. The main thing is a single one line answer is React is fast. Okay. Let me show you a quick example. Let me open this website, which is built on React, and let's say Times of India, which is not built on React. Okay. Now, if I switch tabs over here, which is not built on React, see how much time it takes. Okay, it loads, it re-renders the entire page. Okay, if I show you this thing in React, say learn React. If I switch between tabs, see how fast it is. Now you might say that, okay, here we have so many images, so many advertisements, maybe that's why it's taking time. But I want you to look at this browser. This is still loading, you can see, okay, in the tab. But here it's not even loading. It seems like I'm using any offline application or something like that, right? Now, see here, if I change the tabs, notice many things in the page are almost same, okay? The content is changing, but the overall structure of the page is same, right? The same thing is happening here as well. This nav bar, this search bar, these are not changing, these are same. So behind the scenes, React is very smart. It understands what needs to be changed. What is the thing that has been changed? If I click on this button, React can understand what are the things that needs to be changed. It will compare what is already there and what is the new UI that I need to render. And then it will calculate the minimum number of steps through which I can achieve this. And that's the algorithm for which React is so famous, so viral, and it is so fast. Okay. It's called the different algorithm. I'm not going deep into it, but you can definitely look into it. That's why React is so fast. Yeah, virtual DOM. Yeah, virtual DOM basically works on the algorithm which is called the different algorithm. Okay. So let me go back to our drawing sheet once again, and let me quickly delete all these things. So yeah, this is what I was saying. Let's say this is our website and we have several components over here. Okay. I have this one. I have, let's say this one. I have this one. Okay. And I have, let's say this button. Okay. Now on clicking this button, maybe this component will change, but this two will remain same. So what happens in vanilla JavaScript or any old technologies, PHP and all those things, this entire page will reload and the new UI will render. But React is smart. React understands, okay, these things I don't need to change. The other things I don't need to change. I have to change this one only. So React will first compare it on its own what needs to be changed and what I already have, and then it will calculate the minimum number of steps by which I can achieve this new UI. Then it will update the UI and only this part will change. Understood why React is fast? Quickly type 1 or 0 in the chat. Great. Okay. Now moving on to the next part. Okay. Any coding session without a single line of code is useless, I think. So let's code something. Okay. Let's create something. Let me open this editor, Code Sandbox. You guys can use this as well. Very friendly, easy to use, no setup required. Now, give me a very nice name for my project. I like Jarvis as well, but yeah, let's go with Flirty. Okay, so this will set up a React project for me. Okay, everything will be installed, all the dependencies will be there. Okay, now for those who don't know much about React, okay, Don't worry what I am doing right now. I will explain you everything, and see, the main motive of this session is to make you understand how React works. Okay. We are not going to build anything where we will connect with backend or everything. Okay. Let's create something simple. Let me create a counter app for you. So this is my counter component. Okay. Just be with me. If you are not even understanding what's going on, just be with me. You will very soon understand. So it's a basic counter app which I'm trying to create, and I will try to do it very quickly. I need to keep it in caps. So I have this counter application, not yet complete, but I have something, and I need to import it over here. So I have this counter. Okay, so I have this H1. I don't have anything much. I only have this H1. Now, what needs is I need two buttons, right? One for increasing the count and one for decreasing it. And by default, let's say it starts with 0. Okay. Now I need a button, and okay, uh, one for the plus button. This will be for the plus, let's say, and let me close. And I need one minus button as well. So let me change this to minus, or let me do one thing. Let's skip the minus on the left and the plus on the right. Okay, so I have two buttons. Okay, and I want that if I click on this plus button, this should change to 1, 2, and so on. And this negative button should decrease its value. Okay, so how to do that? In React, we have something called a state. Okay, now what is a state? Consider it as a variable. Okay, don't dive deep into it right now. Okay, just this is the way we declare a state. I am taking a variable named count. Just think like this. Okay, okay. Now use state returns us to function, and we need to destructure it. Okay, I'm not sure you guys, do you guys know about destructuring? Great, great. You guys know many things. And here, instead of rendering this 0, instead of hard coding it, let me say it as count. So, so far, so good, I guess, because we have initialized count with 0, and I have rendered it in our UI. So it is showing 0. Now, the next thing is we need to add some functionality to these buttons, right? So to add functionality, what I need to add here? Anyone? ID? Okay, correct. It's on click. I need to make my code or React understand that what should happen when I will click this button. So I'm saying on click, just set my count to count plus 1. Same thing for this as well. For this, okay, for the minus, I will say count minus 1, and for this, count plus 1. So see, with this 15, not even 15, I have two blank lines. So around 13 lines of code, I am able to create this counter app, right? Now, most of you said about reusability, scalability. Okay, how to achieve this? I have this counter component. Let's say the customer comes back and says that, okay, I need this counter component 4 times in my page. So we just need to paste it. That's it. We have 4 counters and don't think they are interconnected. They are completely independent. They will work on their own. Okay. So far, any questions, any doubts? This is what reusability of React is, and also how small the code becomes when we use components. Okay, now comes the scalability part. Okay, let's say the customer comes back and says that, okay, I need 5 counters or 1, 2, 3, 4 counters in my page, and I want the first counter to start from 5. Okay, now this is where scalability comes into picture. So, see how intelligently React behind the scenes manages everything and allows us to do these things very simply. What I will do, I'll simply say that start this from 5. Understood? Now, inside my component, I will destructure that props. So I'll have this start value over here and I will say that, okay, the state will not always start from 0. Look for it. If start is available, then start this counter from start. Else start it from 0. Sorry, not question mark. Okay. I think you guys are aware about this ternary operator. Quickly, 1 or 0. Conditional, yeah, correct. So now I have this counter which will start from 5 and the rest will start from 0. Okay. Once again, if he says, okay, the first will start from 5 and the last one will start from 5, just paste it. That's it. The first and last will start from 5. Okay. Now, anyone, any questions? I'm going to the QA session, and after this, I'll ask one bonus question. Let me see how good are you guys. Okay. So, any questions? Anything related to React front end? No, 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 no. Correct. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So, quickly tell me one thing. I wrote some logic over here. Is there any way I can reduce this code? It's nothing related to optimization. The speed and everything will be the same. Just the ease of writing the code. Anyone? Okay. See, in code, we always try, we should not repeat. Okay. This code I wrote over here can be even brought down to 6 or 7 lines. How? Because here we are repeating things. Here I am just doing a -1 and +1, remaining everything is same. Okay. So, not coming to the HTML part. For this also you can see I have start 2 times, right? So what JavaScript allows us is to do this. That's it. Start, a double question mark and a 0, which means if start is available, use start, otherwise use 0.